Hello and welcome to another video, another episode of Coffee and Stocks. In today's video, we're going to talk about the craziness that happened to Nikola because it is super crazy. But before we get started, how about we get some coffee? All right, so I just want to get one thing straight. I am not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe, because honestly it does go a long way in supporting the channel. Don't forget that we are doing a giveaway, right? We are doing a giveaway, and I do want to tell you guys that we have reached the subscribers. So all you have to do is just comment on each one of the videos from yesterday's video all the way to Thursday video, and then on Friday I will be pulling out the winner from the comment section, and you guys are going to be able to have a chance to win a $20 e-gift card. All right, so don't forget to comment on each one. And I do want to give a shout out to my friends in South Africa, because I did get a couple of subscribers from there. That's actually pretty awesome. So let's get started. Look at this bloodbath. Like, oh my goodness. Nikola currently at $27.58, down 19.33%, which is actually not as bad as it was opening market day this morning. It was down 26.88%. Honestly, I expected this to be further down in the negative side, because, you know, obviously Trevor Milton resigned and all that stuff, so it doesn't look that pretty for Nikola, and it doesn't look that pretty for all of the investors that Nikola has. Obviously, Nikola announced earlier Monday that founder Trevor Milton is voluntarily stepping down from his roles as executive chairman and a member of its board. The announcement came after short selling firm Hindenburg Research accused Nikola of making, quote, an ocean of lies. Now, Hindenburg just did a report. Like, yes, they did accuse Nikola of having a lot of lies and, you know, lying here and lying there. But let's be honest. If you're lying already to your investors and to potential buyers of your truck, didn't you get caught red-handed? I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening, right? And the company pushed back on the accusations, saying that there were dozens of inaccurate allegations in the report, right? So this kind of seems to be that they're trying to find some kind of faults in the report in order to justify the rest of the report. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you forgot to put a period here, so therefore the whole report is, you know, null or something. It just doesn't make any sense. In a Monday tweet, Milton said, "I intend to defend myself against false allegations leveled against me by outside detractors." It still doesn't look pretty at all, and it's super dark for Nikola itself. And I mean, look at this. It was going for $11. I don't know how far it was going for $11, and then it just super pushed up all the way to 579%, right? 579% to the upside, right? 581% to the upside, and it was doing great. And not even gonna lie, I bought in around this area right here, and I was like, oh yeah, that's dope. $79, like, it's gonna go up and up and up. And then, you know, it dropped a little bit, which was fine to me, and then it went back up, and etc. And then some of the allegations started coming out, like when it was around this area right here. So then I sold, but I would have never imagined that it would have dropped this much, more than 61.21% to the downside. I'm still pretty surprised. You know, the market cap value is still at 10.4 billion, which is still, you know, pretty high up there. And honestly, I was expecting it to be a little bit lower than $27. In the report, the short seller raised 53 questions, right? So this is Hindenburg saying 53 questions for the company. Accusations have been sent to the company. Once one of the year's hottest stocks, remember it was going for like $94, and put Nikola under a regulatory microscope. So, Hindenburg was like, there's something fishy going on. Let's see, what's going on. So I'm just going to put a little bit more view on this. And yeah, there was tons and tons of information. It's like, yo, you've been lying to not just like big investors, but also to all those little investors and potential buyers of your truck, Trevor Milton has resigned, blah, 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 blah. So honestly, Trevor, I'm pretty sure you're not going to see this, but to all of those, Trevor, what were you expecting lying to big people, like big investors that have a lot of money, right? They have a lot of money, therefore they have a lot of power. Your stock, as easily as it rose to $94, it could easily drop down to $10. Like, it's almost freaking there. Like, look, like the losses people have gotten with this stock is incredible. I have a friend who believed in this company and honestly still does, and I was like, yo, you gotta pull out as soon as you can, because this is just gonna go to the downside and it's gonna be scary, right? So Nicholas this is what Trevor said, and sorry for the ads, right? Nicholas truly in my blood and always will be, and the focus should be on the company and its world-changing mission, not me, Milton said in a statement. So I made a difficult decision to approach the board and volunteer to step aside as executive. Volunteer to step aside. Bro, stop. You did not volunteer to step aside, right? They probably like contacted you just like, hey, you need to step aside because we're losing a ton of money, right? Or he did volunteer to step aside, but what you do have to understand is that Trevor still owns like 820,000 shares or something like that. He still owns, he still owns 82 million shares, or 20% of the company, right? Worth about $2.8 billion. Like, holy crap, right? So even if he leaves as a chairman, and Nikola ends up going to, I don't know, let's say $50 later up in the future or whatever, he still gets a lot of freaking money because it's still worth $2.8 billion. He should be, honestly, in my opinion, he should be stripped of all this, right, and given this money back to the investors that he lied to. Me personally, I live in Arizona, right? And obviously Trevor put this north of Arizona, and I want to believe that he's doing the right thing. But unless he, his brother, and all those people who have been lying to everyone else leaves this company, honestly, I don't think I would invest again in this company, because it is some crazy stuff, and it needs to just have a completely 180-degree change in order for investors to believe in Nikola again. And it's not, honestly, it's not even funny, because there's truly a lot of people who believed in this company and who believed in what they were doing, but then you turn around and you start lying to them. That's kind of sad, right? It's kind of sad. Milton's gonna be fine. Trevor's gonna be fine. He has a lot of money. He's probably gonna get sued or whatever. The company itself, if he still maintains the 82 million shares of Nikola, and he completely steps down, right? Not just that, but he has nothing to do with it. He just owns the shares all the way to the side. Trevor has nothing to do with the company anymore. Maybe this company could come back to the uptrend. I mean, honestly, I believe that this company will go back down to its $15 price range, because it doesn't look pretty at all. 62% 65% to the downside probably isn't enough, right? You have tons of other companies, Lordstown Motors, Workhorse. You have, Tesla. You have, a lot of EV companies out there who are working hard in order to actually have products out there, right? There is nothing wrong with having a prototype. There is nothing wrong with saying, hey, you know what? This is what my concept is. This is what I want for us in the future. Obviously your stock wouldn't be worth $70 or $79, right away. But once you get those products out, you would have an exponential growth, coming up, because now you do have those products out. But oh my gosh, Trevor, like I think if you wanted to have the quick money and you wanted to just, get a whole bunch of money out of people, I mean, you did the right moves. But in long term, it's not good for you, man. It's not good for you. Neither is it good for the company. I think someone should just buy Nikola and completely change the name and completely change all the people who are responsible for this company. Anyways, that was today's video. I just want to talk about Nikola and how bad it's doing. Please, if you guys are invested in it, hopefully it goes up a little bit more, maybe to the $30, and you guys could sell off, because it is not going to go up anytime soon. Even the market right now, was in the red. But sell as soon as you can. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your homework before. I think personally, if this drops under $20 or maybe under $15, I'll invest. But as of right now, I'm just trying to stay away. It's in my watch list just to see how bad it drops. But honestly, sell as soon as you can, and make sure you don't get sucked into the short squeezes, because large investors could, buy a whole bunch of shares, make the price go super high, and then that would make you think that everything's better, but it's not. Then it just crashes back down again. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as subscribe. Make sure to comment on every video, because honestly, that's how you get an entry to win the $20 gift cards. I thank all of you, and I will see you next time on Coffee and Stocks.